When sight turns into sound and sound into insight, you're truly exploring vision. A podcast by Novar.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Absolutely. Always ready to explore something new.
Well, today we're taking a look at something that's actually pretty familiar to most of us. Optical labs. The places where the magic happens that helps us see the world clearly.
Yeah, and it really is a fascinating blend of high-precision, cutting-edge tech and a real human touch.
Right, because it's not just about the lenses themselves, it's about making sure they're perfectly tailored to each individual's needs, their prescription, their lifestyle.
And that's where things can get, well, a little complicated, right? There are so many options, so many technical details, and sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming as a customer.
Oh, tell me about it. I've definitely stood in the optician's office, totally lost in a sea of lens coatings and frame styles, feeling like I need a PhD in optometry just to make a decision.
Well, that's exactly the kind of situation that this new AI assistant, Sophia, is designed to address. She's a game changer for optical labs and customers alike.
Okay, so Sophia, she's like Siri or Alexa, but for the world of glasses.
Exactly, but she's a lot more specialized than your typical virtual assistant. Novar, the company behind Sophia, has really gone deep, training her on the ins and outs of optics.
So it's not just about answering basic questions. She actually understands the complexities of lenses, prescriptions, all that stuff.
Right, she can handle those really specific questions that you might hesitate to ask a human, or that you might not even think to ask until you're at home staring at your new glasses.
I see, so she's available 204/7.
Exactly. That's one of the huge benefits for customers, that always-on accessibility. Need help understanding your prescription in the middle of the night? Sophia's got you covered.
Okay, but let's back up a bit. What are some of the specific challenges that optical labs are facing, and how does Sophia actually help solve those?
Well, one of the biggest ones is simply the volume of information that labs have to manage and the time it takes to communicate that information clearly to customers. Think about it. You have complex prescriptions, different lens materials, a whole range of coatings, and each person has their own unique needs and preferences.
Yeah, and then you got to explain all of that in a way that people who aren't opticians can actually understand.
Precisely. And that takes time. Time that lab technicians could be spending on more specialized tasks, like crafting lenses, ensuring quality control, the things that really require their expertise.
So Sophia takes over some of those more routine, time-consuming tasks.
Yes, she acts as a virtual assistant, answering FAQs, explaining technical details, even helping customers choose the right lens options based on their needs and budget.
I can see how that would free up a lot of time for the lab staff. But how does it work from the customer's perspective?
Well, imagine this. You're on the Novar website, you've picked out your frames, and now you're looking at all the lens options, feeling a bit lost.
I've been there. It can be overwhelming.
Right. So instead of just staring at a wall of text, you have Sophia pop up. She starts asking you questions like, what's your lifestyle like? Do you spend a lot of time outdoors? Do you work on a computer all day?
She's figuring out your needs.
Exactly. And then based on your answers, your prescription, and even your budget, she recommends the most suitable lens package for you. She explains everything in clear, everyday language so you understand what you're getting and why.
So it's like having a personalized consultation, but online and available whenever you need it.
That's the idea, to make the whole experience more personalized, more efficient, and less stressful for both the customer and the lab.
And this isn't just some futuristic concept. This is actually happening right now, right?
Yeah, Sophia is already being implemented in optical labs, and the early feedback is really positive.
That's pretty amazing. But I'm curious about the tech behind it all. How does Sophia actually work? What makes her so smart?
Well, she's built on a powerful language model, or LLM. Think of it as a vast library of information, but instead of books, it's filled with data about optics.
Okay, so she has access to all this information, but how does she understand what we're asking?
That's where the language model comes in. It allows Sophia to understand and process natural language, just like you and I are talking right now. But what really sets her apart is that Novar has trained her specifically on the language of optics.
So she's not just a generic chatbot. She actually understands the nuances of the industry.
Right. She knows all the technical terms, the abbreviations, even the slang that opticians use.
That's pretty incredible. So it's not just about providing information. It's about providing the right information in the right way at the right time.
Exactly. And that's why Sophia is so effective. She's not just mimicking human conversation, she's actually understanding the context and providing tailored responses.
So what does all of this mean for the future of optical labs? And for us, the customers?
Well, I think it represents a really exciting shift in how we interact with specialized fields.
Mm.
AI is making this complex knowledge more accessible, more understandable.
It's empowering the consumer, right? Giving us the information we need to make informed decisions.
Absolutely. And I think it's only going to get more sophisticated from here. Imagine a world where you can virtually try on different lens options, see how they affect your vision in real time, all guided by an AI assistant who understands your individual needs.
That sounds pretty futuristic, but also kind of inevitable at this point.
I think so too. And that's what makes it so exciting. Sophia's just the beginning. Who knows what other ways AI will transform our experiences as consumers in the years to come?
That's a great question to leave our listeners with. How do you think AI might change your experience, not just in the optical world, but in other areas of your life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and until next time, keep exploring.
You've just listened to Exploring Vision, an AI-driven podcast by Novar. Subscribe and be part of our next journey as we uncover fresh insights into vision.